Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello everybody, another asshole consulting request. Go to assholeconsulting.com. If your life is fucked up, you've been following everybody else's advice and it hasn't worked so far. Hello Aaron, my name is Ryan and my story is embarrassing because I have not been able to choose a career path until recently. I'm turning 30 in June and have worked in a cleaning job at high school in most of my 20s and felt completely humiliated as people my age graduated long ago and now starting families. I have saved up as much money as I could all those years. I've always gone to the gym and feel good about my looks. Okay, good. Have always been reading a lot of books since I got out of high school and listening to a lot of audios on how the world really works. I listen to Alan Watt from cuttingthroughthematrix.com and it has helped me feel like I have dignity because I feel like I actually have an understanding of the world as compared to the media mockery decoys. Yeah, I'd agree with that. People just look at me as if I can only be defective. My understanding of psychology has greatly increased my reading posts from Return of Kings and others like it. I don't trust the people in my life. I understand that degrees are BS and that it is almost impossible to trust a woman and any possible kids that I might have. I'm currently getting math upgrades in order to soon hopefully qualify for electrical engineering course at the local college. It's hard to feel part of the group at school because I'm 10 years older than others. I delayed with school because I have never had any clue as to why I feel the way I do. I feel like I was rushed and thrown into a life too fast when everyone else around me supposedly had their shit together. Only now do I feel like I actually have been born. I tried out an environmental course, but it would never get me anywhere. Good, correct? Later, I tried out a funeral director embalming course. Interesting. Okay, going into mortician or mortuary science. It was very interesting, but I felt that it would take more than add. So now I feel the electrical will be better. Because of my delayed life, I went to parties feeling left behind because I could not celebrate with others when all the others were passing their exams. What the fuck? My inner excitement and joy for life was crushed, having gone through many depressions and tell myself to shut the fuck up and keep reading the books. The only real buddy I had who was with me died a couple of years ago. That's sad, man. You gotta get a new friend. So I have no male figures and really haven't ever had them in my life to guide me. I'm grateful to people like you for helping the world's younger brothers. I do have a girlfriend, but I know my happiness will... Where'd I go? I do have a girlfriend, but I know my happiness will come primarily from other areas of life. Correct. You can't rely on other people. You got to be happy on your own. And you're going to bring her down if you get all mopey-dopey Eeyore on her. You owe her to be minimum neutral, if not somewhat more happy and positive. Feel that no matter what, I'll probably have to lie to myself to get through things or fake it till I make it. My question is, how is a guy to feel the same feeling as an 18-year-old fresh out of the gates feeling of self-proudness or to feel belongingness or legit? Okay, here's the deal. You don't have any agency. You say, what's agency? Purpose in life. You don't. You've been working as a janitor. Now, here's the other thing. And I wish every guy who was like in their late 20s and early 30s who didn't go to college, if you didn't go to college, you didn't miss anything. You really didn't. And all everyone says, well, I'm like 30 and my career hasn't been taken off. Your career's not going to take off by the age of 30. Look up my video, one of my best videos. Do not try until you're 35. And the reason is multifold. But one, the economy sucks, so there's no real jobs. Two, the economic growth sucks, so there's no interesting jobs that would require higher end skills to help supplement or create that economic growth. Three, the baby boomers have fucking spectacularly, shitacularly planned for retirement, so they're not dropping out of the labor force, which would allow everybody to self-promote and then rise up the corporate ladder. But there's a log jam at the top of where the baby boomers are just, I ain't plan, I'm smoking pot in the 60s and 70s and finding myself. And now it's like, fucking move along, Grandpa, we got more important shit to do, as they type at 10 words a minute and don't understand Excel. So you didn't miss out. And the parties, you went out and you partied, you did exactly what I wish I would have done. Worked some shitty-ass low-end job, no stress, no bullshit, no politics, no drama, and then went out and had fun. And now that you're a little bit older, now people might start taking you seriously, and now is the time to go to college. So I know You see the movies, you see all your friends doing quote-unquote what society told them to do. What you don't see is their student loans. You don't see them working a fucking soul-sucking job that they hate and they never had to go to fucking school for anyway. You don't see there's insufferable women that they're dating, or the weak-ass beta leftist liberal touchy-feely men the women have to date. You're doing all right. You don't have no debts. You got a job. You're doing okay. You're doing better than the average. You probably don't even have like credit card agencies calling you up and collection agencies. Anyway, so now is the time, and you kind of start, geez, what's the point of my life? Yeah, now's the time to do it. Now, you don't know what to do. But that's all right. Nobody knows what they want to do right off the bat, and that's why you're doing exactly what you should do. Take an electrical engineering course, an embalming course. That's exactly the exploratory stuff you have to do. So I would go to like maybe a community college, take a couple classes, find out something that you like, and then once you find something, I could see doing a job like this, keeping in mind it's not going to be the most wonderful, amazing job ever, and get your certification or your 2-year degree or whatever it is that you got to get in that and get that. And then you'll slowly have a career. But this is not 1943 anymore, where we're called to go save freedom over in Europe, and we all have purpose and agency, and we all come back to great jobs. That is not today. Today it is not that. So you got to find your own purpose and agency. What that is, I don't know. But that's why you're down. That's why you're all, because man is not, if you're not working or doing something, that means in the past, in the Neanderthal days, you were likely to die. It's not so much the case now because technology has made it that food is plentiful, ample. But that doesn't change the fact that the rest of your brain, 98% of it, and all the genetic programming you had is like, oh, we're going to die. Oh my God, I am not serving society. I'm not doing anything. That's all right. Society has completely changed from no more than 200 years ago. So it's easier said than done, because I'm telling you to get rid of an instinctual emotion and feeling, and that is not remorse or guilt, but just apathy, hopelessness, helplessness, something like that. You just got to put together a plan, pursue that plan, and then you're going to have agency and purpose. And that may not even solve your problem. You might have some serious, no, not serious, but you may have some legitimate depression issues as well. Maybe talk to a therapist wouldn't be the worst thing to do. But I'd say, sit down, put together a plan. Forgive yourself for this past 10 years. Don't compare yourself to all these other losers out there. You did not fail, not even in the slightest. And then see if that doesn't put you in a better mood, and also, oh yeah, things start to clear up, things make a little bit more sense in life. But if it doesn't, then yeah, maybe go talk to a therapist. There might be something underlining and underpinning all this, which is beyond my ability to troubleshoot. So anyway, wish you the best of luck. Go easy on yourself. Toodles.